Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject. So today is the last chapter of your module A, that is chapter 5 and 6. So today we have completed your Macmillan book that is important for the examination point of view also. Let's start with the session. So chapter number 5. As you can see that the public sector bank, namely the State Bank of India, the nationalized bank and the regional rural bank, that is RRB, okay, are statutory corporation. So what is statutory corporation? Statutory corporation means they have their own act. Okay, they have their own act. That's why this is called statutory corporation, established under the special statutes. So SBI have SBI Act 1955, RRB have RRB Act, Nationalized Bank have also Act. Okay, the State Bank and also called Nationalized Bank. So State Bank is also known as Nationalized Bank or commercial bank engaged in the business of banking and form of business permissible for banking company. Okay, so State Bank is also known as what? The nationalized bank. Okay, see now the RRB bank is also commercial bank but operating in the limited local area to cater the rural industries, trade, farmer, artisan. Okay, rural industries, trade, farmer, artisan. The State Bank and the Nationalized Bank also act as agent of the State Bank. Okay, so I can just highlight this word that the Nationalized Bank, okay, and the State Bank. The State Bank and Nationalized Bank also act as a what? Agent of the Reserve Bank to transact the banking business of the central government. A very important part, class. Okay. All public sector banks are governed by their respective statute and the rules. All public sector bank, okay, are governed by their respective statutes and the rules and the regulation or scheme made under these statutes. In addition to these banks are also governed by certain provision of the Banking Regulation Act. Okay, so as we know that the bank have their separate act, but still they have to follow the Banking Regulation Act and Reserve Bank of India Act. Okay, they have their own separate law, but still they have to follow the rules and regulations of the Banking Regulation Act and RBI Act. These banks is also governed by the provision of the Banking Regulation Act as stipulated in section 51 of the Act. The provision of Reserve Bank of India is also applicable. It means both Act is applicable. That is Banking Regulation Act and Reserve Bank of India Act. Both Act are applicable in the Nationalized Bank, State Bank, etc. See, that is important. Done, class? Okay, so this is important one. Done. The cooperative banks functioning in one state only are registered under the state law on cooperative society. This line is important. The cooperative banks, okay, that functioning in one state only are registered under the state laws on cooperative societies. The cooperative banks operating in more than one state, okay, the cooperative bank operating in more than one state are registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act. The Banking Regulation Act is applicable to cooperative bank as provided in section 56 of the Act. A very important paragraph. Cool. So, the cooperative bank functioning in one state only are registered under the state law on cooperative society. The cooperative bank operating in more than one state are registered under this one, okay. For this purpose, a cooperative bank means state cooperative bank, central cooperative bank and primary cooperative bank. See? So, there are three types here. We can say state cooperative bank, central cooperative bank and primary cooperative bank, C class. While the constitution of the bank is governed by the cooperative law, okay, the constitution of the bank is governed by cooperative laws. The business of banking undertaken by them is regulated by again class the Reserve Bank and the Banking Regulation Act. So, in this cooperative bank also these two acts they are following. Cool. Old and new private sector bank mostly incorporated under the Company Act have started to play an increasingly important role in intermediation of the fund. Most of these 21 banks have thrived through the use of advanced technology, error-free, quick and efficient customer service. Exactly. With the help of the technology class, I think in the banking sector also, now the banking are giving hassle-free services to the customer. Okay, so that's why this is important. The RBI has since 2007 been encouraging setting up a differentiated bank with aim to introduce the bank functioning of in niche area, focusing on limited services or functioning under the different regulatory dispensation. They may also be a different on account of capital requirements, scope of activities and the area of operation. So, there are many advantages in having such entities functioning as the financial institution. There are two local areas bank. This is important. There are two local areas bank operating in the country. Through their importance has become limited due to the regulator granting of license to certain differentiated banks such as small finance bank, having decided advantage as comparison to the local area bank. So, sometime this question also asks that how many local banks are there. Okay, how many local banks are there, class? That was asked in a question. Okay, cool. Now, the State Bank of India is a dash constituted under the State Bank of India Act. Tell me, class, the State Bank of India is a what? Constituted under the State Bank of India Act, that is 1955. So, State Bank of India is a body corporate because that is the act. State Bank of India Act 1955, that is the particular act. Okay, so body corporate is the right answer for this question. Next one. Which of the following statement is false? You have tick mark on the false. First statement. The State Bank can make statutory regulation for carrying out the purpose of State Bank of India in consultation with Reserve Bank and with the previous approval of central government. The central government is not authorized to give any direction to the State Bank in the matter of policy involving public interest. The provision of Section 42 of Reserve Bank of India Act relating to the cash reserve apply to the State Bank. The State Bank has to transmit to the central government and the Reserve Bank within 3 months the date of annual closing account and the particular of the shareholder. So guys, tell me which of the following is the correct one. False. The State Bank can make statutory regulation for carrying out purpose of State Bank of India Act in consultation with Reserve. Exactly, because that is a nationalized bank. This is absolutely right. First is right. First is right. We have to make a wrong statement. So this cannot be the right answer. The central government is not authorized to give any direction to the State Bank. This is wrong, class. This second statement is wrong because central government is authorized to give any direction. So second is wrong. Second is wrong. Second is wrong. Second is wrong. Okay. And we have to tick mark on the wrong statement. So this is absolutely. Okay, third. The provision of Section 42 of Reserve Bank of India relating to cash reserve apply to the State Bank. This is absolutely right. Because Section 42 apply to the whole bank. Okay. State Bank has to transmit to central government and Reserve Bank within 3 months the date of annual closing account, a particular of shareholder. This is the wrong statement. This is the wrong statement. So wrong statement. This D is the right answer for this question. Class, D is the right answer for this question. Okay, D. Cooperative bank have to prepare their balance sheet profit loss account in the third schedule to what? To the Banking Regulation Act. Okay. A cooperative bank means what? Primary cooperative bank, central cooperative bank, state cooperative bank, and all of the above. So cooperative bank, it includes all. D is the right one. The area of operation of lab. So what is lab, class? Lab is the local area bank. is usually restricted to the maximum of dash geographically contiguous district. So here this is wrong. Maximum 3. Okay. So 3 is not given, so that's why D is the right answer. Since 1991, when India embarked the path of liberalization and globalization, attempts at structural reform have been made in several structures, including the financial sector, of which banking sector is the important constituent. The Narsimham Committee 1. The Narsimham Committee 1, okay, the committee chaired by Shri M. Narsimham, former Governor, Reserve Bank of India, was first such committee set up to examine the all aspect relating to the structure, organization, functions, procedure of the financial system. Okay, so this committee was made. It was also called Committee on Financial System. Important point. Also called Committee on Financial System. It gave a wide range of recommendations, many of which were implemented by the Government of India (RBI) and reviewed in the Narsimham Committee 2 in 1988. So guys, committee is basically made for the particular field. So this committee was made to examine this line. Okay. The Narsimham Committee too is also give its own recommendation for strengthening the banking system, improving the assets quality in bank, after which the Financial Stability and Development Council was set up by Government of India in December 2010, was the next major step toward reforming the sector. Okay, so this is also important, Financial Sector Development Council. Okay, this is important. This step was taken because in view of the concern mainly fragmentation of legislation, regulation, enforcement, overlapping of the regulatory jurisdiction, risk legal arbitrage among different legislation, need was felt to rewrite and streamline the financial sector laws, rules, regulations and bring harmony. Right. So this is the basic purpose of the committee. So reform introduced in the various sector, that is banking sector, monetary policy, financial market and forex market, as explained in the relevant portion. Financial sector regulation is a vital service for bringing healthy and efficient financial system in the economy. There are different regulators for various segment of financial sector like RBI for commercial bank, NBFC, SEBI for capital market. These are the regulators. In order to ensure coordination among these financial sector regulators to ensure better efficiency as well as the avoiding overlapping of the functions. FSDC with the Financial Minister as chairman is apex level forum to strengthen and institutionalize the mechanism for maintaining the financial stability. This is important. One question always asked from this portion. It is for enhancing the inter-regulatory coordination and promoting the financial sector development in the country. There are different sections in FSDC as explained in the unit with varied function. After liberalization and globalization initiated in this has been introduced in which particular sector? So, monetary, banking, forex. This is the right answer. Okay? The objective of FSDC include what? Strengthen the financial stability, promoting financial sector, promote competition. No, C cannot be the right answer. ABD, 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 ABD. 4 is the right answer. 4 is the right answer. Cool. Which of the following is the promoter of FSDC, promoter, that is Government of India. Okay. Which of the following is a function of FSDC? Enhancing inter-regulatory coordination, focusing attention on financial literacy and financial inclusion, monitoring of macro-prudential supervision of economic, and all of the above. So the exact answer is D. What is the full form? What is the full form of the name given reform program of ease introduced in January 2018? Enhanced access and service excellence, excellence in activities that serve enterprise, enhancement in the ability to service entrepreneur, and none of the above. Ease. So here the right answer will be A will be the right answer. Okay. So guys, that's all for today's, and we know that from 2nd of September your registration is going to be start. So that's why we are launching a new batch from 3rd of September in which you will get the live class. If you are not able to see the live class, you can see the recorded session. You will get the free PDF, whatever we will teach you in the class. For each chapter, you will get the question. You will also get the ebooks of all the compulsory paper. You will get the mock paper of each compulsory subject. Okay. You can also come in the telegram of each subject so that you can ask your doubt anytime, anywhere. Okay. So this is all about your ACE batch, which is going to be start from 3rd of September. My subject is BRBL. The timing of BRBL is 10 to 11 p.m. That is important. Okay. And this is our previous foundation batches. If you want to enroll in the previous batches, so from in this and in this, my subject will be start from 3rd of September because I have not started my class in these two batch. And in warrior batch, I have completed my session. And this is my telegram. You can scan this barcode and come in the telegram. This is our mock test. We have a CAIIB ebooks, proper book, and we have a CAIIB Mahapack 2.0 also. So if you want to enroll in CAIIB Mahapack 2.0, so the coupon code if you want to enroll is Y391. First of all, click this one, JAIIB CAIIB. This is CAIIB December 2025. See, first of all, the double LT is going on in CAIIB Mahapack 2.0 and in CAIIB Increment Mahapack. You can see that in CAIIB Increment Mahapack, CAIIB Mahapack 2.0 plus extra thing. So what is extra thing? So the extra thing is basically 4 books which contain total 1500 plus question in each book. This also contain the previous year question paper, the formula sheets, etc. So if you want to enroll in CAIIB Increment Mahapack, click on buy now. Okay. Apply the coupon code, that is Y391. Click on apply and see the discount is 79% discount is going on. That is for 12 months. So guys, if you want to enroll in this batch, apply this coupon code for the maximum discount. Thank you so much.